Hello guys, this is Funkefal, and today I will be making another guide for you. It's gonna be a Kunkka mid gameplay, but this guide gonna be a different one than the others, because in this guide I will be analyzing my own gameplay, and I want to make this type of content. I just don't want to have one or two type of contents that I'm always doing, guys. I want to have different, various type of contents that I can be, I can be less boring when I'm teaching and etc. So I hope you guys are gonna enjoy this type of video. So if you like this type of videos, guys, like watch it until the end. Let me know in the comment section, please, and I will see if I'm going to do more and etc. So in this game, guys, I will be watching my replay and I will be talking about general things like some small plays, some team plays and etc. So I'm sure that it's gonna be useful for you. It's gonna be Kunkka as I made. And first of all, I want to talk about the picks, guys, because Kunkka has some counters on laning stage, and if you pick this hero from, let's say, 9th pick, 8th pick, it can be really bad for you, but it's a great last pick. So I suggest you to always, not always, but I suggest you to, try to go on this, like, on Kunkka when you have the last pick, because it's so important, guys. If you get Monkey Kinged, and if this Monkey King is good, you can just get stomped on lane. If he goes for Huskar, if you pick Kunkka, if he goes for Huskar, he will be suffering a lot. So always try to pick it from the last pick. And this hero like doesn't really need farm, guys. So in this game we have a TB in my team. I have a TB in my team, so I needed to pick some hero that creates space for TB, so he can farm. He can catch up the enemy, he can outfarm the enemy, and he can just win me the game. So Kunkka is a great hero in that perspective, because it doesn't really need farm to be strong. It's a strong hero on lane already, especially against Zeus. And after that, it has great catch. It has some I will have high HP and etc. So I will be creating a lot of space for this TB, so he can catch up and he can outfarm the enemy. And one thing I want to say, first of all, like there's a ward here, guys, and when you're playing mid, especially against Zeus, like this type of, like Zeus can just bolt high ground and he can just see the ward. If you place the ward here, guys, I will show you real quick. Right now, right. If you place the ward right here, guys, or here, he can just bolt you in the middle of a wave, and he can just see the ward and he can just tango it. So instead of placing the ward close to lane, I'm just placing it a bit further. It will give me less vision, but it will stay there. It will give me vision. That's what it matters. Instead of getting the ward in minute 1, I'm placing it a bit further. And when you're playing Radiant, you can just place it from here to here, guys. It also gives the high ground vision, which you need mostly. So Tidebringer has changed, guys, and it used to be like 100 damage, like it was dealing the same damage, but it was depending on the armor that the creep that you hit, the target that you hit. But now it depends on the armor that you have, but it gives you like more damage. As you can see, Tidebringer cleave damage increased from 150% to 165. It's like in 720 it was already higher, like it became 150, and now it's like 165. So instead of like denying every single creep that at the very beginning, I'm trying to use this to harass enemy, guys. Like watch the laning round. I'll show you. I hit it like for the second time to get to harass the enemy. I don't really care about the denies at the moment, because it doesn't really give me high damage. It just gives me like plus 25. But of course, if you can try to deny, like it's of course always good for you. But as I mentioned, in this new patch, new Kunkka, I'm always trying to harass the enemy at the very beginning of the lane. But later on, I will try not to push the lane, so I will not be using Tidebringer. I will just be using Tidebringer like we always used to use to deny creeps and etc. But after this recent patch, like the last patch, I'm always using this like first couple waves to harass the enemy. Then I'm just stabilizing the lane right here and just farming the lane. He's just not getting close to lane. I'm just trying every single creep that he can get. So as you can see, guys, this guy is making a huge mistake. He's rushing for straight bottle. And since I know that, I'm just trying to harass him. Whenever he gets close, I'm just harassing him, so he will be like low on HP and etc. So he has to bring Salve and Mango, or he has to go back to base. So I'm playing aggressive on him, and as you can see, he is still 200 gold away from his bottle, which is great for me, a great thing for me. And I'm seeing a regen, guys. I want to show you like a small play. Like I have regen here, and I know that he is here, so I know that he will break my regen, right? So instead of just like taking the regen straight, I am just waiting there for 1 second, and because of that, as you can see, he lightnings me, and he doesn't have mana for another lightning. and I have free regen, guys. Right now I don't really need this regen, but you can do this, you know, like you just can go there and wait like 1 second and you bait your enemy to use any spell on you, so you can just take the regen and regen up, guys, instead of wasting a regen. And now, as you can see, guys, he just went back to base because he's still rushing for bottle and he cannot stay on lane. And from now on, I will just stabilize the lane on my high ground, and I will just keep the lane right here, guys. Whenever he tries to get a single creep, I will just deny, because I have, look at my damage, guys. I have 70 damage plus 50 from Tidebringer, so I hit 130. And his spell is only 1 level, it hits like 70 damage, so it's really hard for him to get CS. Only way to him to get CS, he can just use Lightning Bolt, and it's gonna be only on like 1 creep, and it's gonna cost him a lot of mana. As you can see, just used, but I will deny the other creep. Yeah. Alright, there is a small good play I want to show you guys from my perspective. It's a bit advanced play. I will show it to you right now. Look. So now, I know that creeps are hitting range creep, guys, as you can see, so I know that he will use his light link or something, you know. I know he will use some spell. So instead of, look, I will give attack to enemy right now. You see, I took the creep aggro, and now this creep is hitting me, and as well as range creep. So this creep didn't die, and I can deny this creep. You see, guys, it's just a small play, but it's a good play, so you can always try. Just bear in mind. Alright, let's move on. Let's make it a bit faster. And guys, I want to mention something. It's my second time recording, and like the same game, I did record another video. It lasted like 30 minutes, but something fucked up with my screen card and I couldn't record it, so my throat is kinda hurting right now. And I will still try to talk as much as I can. I will still try to give you guys information, but I'm really tired after that video, so I hope you guys don't mind that. Alright, let's get back to the video. And as you can see, guys, I'm just keeping the lane here, and I'm just trying every single creep that he can get. He can just get creeps with his spells, and it's not always. Like as you can see, I have 13 denials already, and he has only 7 creeps. And as long as I get levels, like I get higher levels, I will get stronger on this lane. Now I have level 5, which give me like 75 damage, and I already hit 80, guys. So I will have 160 damage almost. So there's like, it's impossible for him to CS against me. And Zeus is not a hero that can roam around. If he gets stomped on lane, he cannot do anything till he gets his level 6. You know, when he gets his level 6, maybe he can try to ulti someone and get a kill and get XP from that. But till that point, he is nothing. And as you can see, he is level 4, and I'm denying every single creep, and I'm just getting every single CS. And one thing I want to say, I didn't rush for bottle, guys. As you can see, I still have myself and 2 bracer and a boost of speed. Boost of speed just in case if he makes a mistake, I can just kill him. It's just because of that. And I didn't really need to buy bottle, because as you can see, I still have my self up. And even if I use myself, I still have my TP, so I can just X myself and TP back to base and come back. But if you are playing against some heroes like Lina or something that can harass, you can just buy the bottle a bit earlier. Alright, let's move on. I am doing the same thing, guys. I'm just keeping the last 2 minutes, the lane is right here, and he can only get maybe 1 or 2 CS out of 2 creep waves, which is a great thing for me and a really bad thing for him, guys. Alright, let's make it a bit faster. So yeah. Lol, I just paused here. I was trying to make it faster. Yeah, let's make it 4x, guys. I'm just doing the same thing. He's just bolting the creeps to get CS. As you can see, lane is still here. That is the most important thing. Don't push the lane. If you are stomping the lane, guys, don't push the lane unless you're going to kill him. For example, if someone in your team is coming from right here, and if you can get a kill on Zeus, I can push the lane. I can just X-Smart and I can get a free kill on him and hit some deal some tower damage. But since no one is coming to gank him, I'm fine, you know, I'm fine with this. Even though I'm not killing him, as you can see, he has 11 creeps. Look at his network, guys. He's right here, and I'm right here. So, I'm fine with stabilizing the lane right here. I am seeing this DD, and with this DD, guys, I know that Sven is free farming top because he has 3 kills, 3-0-0, and I'm just going top to get a kill on Sven. Right, guys, I have had a little trouble with my game recording application, guys, so the program, so I'll just keep moving. I don't But I have had just a small problem, guys, with my recording thing, so I will just keep moving. So I just find this DD, I am just porting, guys, instead of running. Because if I run top, I will be not showing on the lane for like, let's say, at least 20 seconds. So this Zeus can tell them that, you know, Kunkka is coming top and etc. And they might have a like a ward here. So I'm just porting top and trying to get a kill on Sven. Because I know that Sven is like stomping top lane and my TB is struggling. Alright, so let's watch it, guys, real quick. Alright. So I'm using Fog, like Torrent from Fog, to get a kill on Sven. I'm targeting him, but he's going back, but I'm catching Grimstroke. Still, one thing I want to say, guys, like I will stop hitting right now to leave the creep, like to leave the CS on TB. It's so important. When you're playing this type of heroes like Kunkka, like this create spacer mid lane heroes, you should always let your pose 1 to get the kill. Like if you have anti-mage, if you have TB in your team, always try to let them to get that kill, because it's really important for them. So if they get some early kills on, they can just snowball and they can just outfarm enemy cores and etc. and they can just win the game for you. Always be aware of that, guys. And now I know that Zeus is gone, so I'm just pushing the lane to deal some tower damage. As you can see, I'm seeing Zeus bot, and if he even comes back right now, I can kill him because I have ship and I have level 2 X-Mag. So I'm just pushing the lane and dealing a lot of like heavy harassment with my catapult. And I'm even using Fortify, guys, just to be able to get this tower. And now Sven TPs. So what I'm doing, guys, I'm using O.C.Ceb, as you can see. This is a like important thing. When you are like trying to like committing for something, guys, always try to use your O.C.Ceb before somebody like chain stuns you. For example, I use just O.C.Ceb in case if someone is TPing. I'm not going to kill the Sven, right? Because I know that he's like pretty tanky and there is no way that I can get a kill on him. So my goal is just to get this CS on the tower instead of leaving it at the 9. And as you can see, like Zeus is TPing. But since I have the O.C.Ceb, guys, O.C.Ceb buff, you see I'm not even taking damage. Just don't hesitate to use O.C.Ceb, guys, because it's 60-second cooldown at level 1. It's not even, you know, nothing. So always, like if you're going to get a kill on Zeus, you know, even if you can get a kill on Zeus without using O.C.Ceb, but if you're not seeing enemy heroes, you should always use like O.C.Ceb just to secure for yourself, you know, instead of like getting chain stunned, always use the O.C.Ceb and get it like play safe, guys. Use the O.C.Ceb and play safe. Make it harder for them to kill you. And I'm going for Shadow Blade, guys, in this game, so I can create more space for TB. I can catch some people. It's a really great item. Like in this 70-20 patch, this is the item that mostly people are going for, the first item, because it gives you attack speed and etc. and it gives you the catch. You can just go anywhere and you can just catch anyone. And also it like gives you the plus damage from Shadow Blade, so you can just, you know, you like combine it with Tidebringer and deal more damage to your enemy. And now, since I took the mid tower, guys, I have nothing to do top, right? Because Sven is pretty strong and it's really hard kill. So instead of going top, I'm going bot and try to get kill on this enemy core. And let's watch it together, guys. I'm running bot. I will X Jagger and combo him. Because he is the higher priority target, guys, and I'm trying to kill him instead of going for supports. Supports are easy kill, but Jagger is more important. But he's dodging my Tidebringer right here, and I think he will survive. Yeah, he survives, but I still get 2 kills. Like with doing this move, guys, I just get like 2 kills. I zoned out the enemy Juggernaut. He has to go back to his jungle, and he is pretty low. And I'm taking the tower, guys. This is so important. Like taking towers are so important. If you are ahead, always try to, you know, like play aggressive and try to get these objectives, guys. Every single objective that you take, it gives a lot of information for your team, guys. For example, if enemies invade our jungle, like right here, shall we? If they invade here, guys, if they invade here, like my TB can just farm here and here, like all in their jungle and our like triangle right here. So he has a lot of space to farm. As long as we take towers, it's like so. It opens up the map, guys. So always try to take towers and do not give up on your towers like very easily. And one thing, as you can see, guys, I just got my Shadow Blade and I'm just finding a DD. So instead of like running here and trying to like kill this Jagger, it's really hard to kill, right? Because he has Blade free. I need some silence or stun even before. So instead of going for Juggernaut, I'm TPing top and trying to get a kill on Og.Ceb, which is like who has 3 kills, 0 deaths and 2 assists, and he is As you can see, highest net worth in enemy. Wait, I cannot open it. As you can see guys, his highest net worth in enemy. So instead of going for bot, I'm going top and trying to get a kill on Sven. Like when you're getting these items like Shadow Blades, Blink Daggers, Hacks and etc. Try not to show it on a lane guys. Like always try to smoke when you have these core items that you can get a kill, Like if you are playing Centaur off lane and if you just got your dagger, don't go back to your lane and farm the lane, you know, don't show it. Make a smoke play, try to get a kill on enemy core. And make it like most likely the most important hero. If they have Tinker mid, and if you need to kill that Tinker, make a smoke play on that Tinker. If they have Sven like this, you know, this farm Sven, go on that Sven and try to get a kill on him. Always be aware of that. Always be aware of that, guys. And here I'm missing my Tidebringer. It's a bit of misplay, and they're just respawning, and I'll just die as well. But you get the point, guys. If you get these items like Shadow Blade, Dagger, and etc., always try to make a move on enemies' cores, and especially like most important heroes. Let's make it a bit faster. I don't have TP, so I'm running. And I'm running bot, because as you can see, my two heroes are already bot, and Sven is so strong, guys. So without my teammates, with TB I cannot kill this Sven. So instead of going top, I'm going bot. I'm playing bot, because Sven is a strong hero on top side. And look guys, we're just catching two people, and we will kill both of them. One thing I want to say in this play, like we get 2 kills, right? Like every kill that we take, it's creating a lot of space for our TB. But if TB was a bit, you know, better player, he will TP bot when we were making the move instead of farming the jungle with meta using meta. He will TP bot, guys, before like when I was here, he will TP bot and he will try to get these kills with us and get this tower, because TB is a hero that can push towers. But like you cannot just always AFK farm. Of course, AFK farming is good with TB, but if your enemy is just playing good and if your team is not creating enough space for you, you have to be with them and you have to help them. In this game, everything is going well for us, so he can just AFK farm. But in some other games, maybe they will just stomp us and he will not be able to farm this safe. So what he should do, he should just come with us, and after getting these 2 kills, we can get a tower, guys. But since TB is not here, we have no tower damage. So I know that we cannot get this tower right now, so I'm seeing an Unding mid, and I'm porting mid. Because I have Shadow Blade and I can get a free kill on Unding. You see, I'm just going on him and hitting with Shadow Blade, so I can deal more damage on Tidebringer and getting the free kill on Unding. Like this, every single kill is so important, guys. Even if you are playing support, you are playing like no matter what, post 5, post 4, try not to give up on these free kills, because like we know that Unding is dead for 25 seconds, right? So for this 25 seconds, they cannot make any single move for TB. And they have to play scared, because we are 5 heroes, they are 4 heroes. For example, let's say, you know, Unding is dead and they're making a smoke play right here. They just smoked up and going for TB, right? But therefore, right, Unding is dead. So if they catch TB and if they just don't one-shot him, you know, if he just survives for, let's say, you know, 3 seconds, we can just TP here and react to enemy, you know, we can just TP and react to them. But if Unding is dead, they cannot make this move. So this TB just, you know, free farming for 30 seconds more and we're playing aggressive, because we know Unding is dead. And here another free kill on Grimstroke, and now 30 seconds more. You see, like TB is fully safe, guys, and we can do anything we want all around map. Since we know that Grimstroke is dead, as you can see, we're making a pretty aggressive play on Juggernaut. We are going bot and trying to kill him. But I'm seeing Zeus here. He was warding here, so I'm trying to get a kill on him. I missed the torrent. It was a blind torrent. As you can see, I just X'd him and using torrent, like using the ghost ship very early, guys. Doesn't matter. Always get the buff. Don't hesitate to use ghost ship, because it has low cooldown, 60-40, like 60-50-40, and it doesn't really have like high mana cost, you know, just 175. So always use it to get the buff. Just because of getting this buff, like in this at this moment, I will survive. And look at me, guys. The zombies are chasing, and I'm surviving 1 HP. Just because of the buff. So always use the buff like before they go on you, guys. As I mentioned, it's always like don't hesitate to just use it straight and get the buff. And as you can see, guys, we're making a move on top lane. Brad is coming, I'm already seeing this Grimstroke, and I'm just using the ulti again
just to get the buff, just in case, you know, if enemy TPs and jumps on us. As you can see, we have the buff. They can't just go, you know. Jagger was just TP'd here, and he's just trying to run away. He just TP'd and he's running away. Imagine. And as I said, guys, TB is a hero that can out carry Juggernaut. It's like if they are even, you know, equally farmed, this TB will destroy Juggernaut. That's all we know. And as I said, guys, in bottom lane, you know, we got 2 kills here, and we didn't get it over. But as you can see here, you know, TB was here, TB was close to here, and we got like 2 kills, and we got a free tower. So when you're playing like TB, always try to, you know, like be close to your teammates. Like just don't AFK farm in the jungle. When you have meta, always try to be like close to your teammates, and always try to, you know, get an objective with them after getting some kills. And here we're getting a free kill on Sven. Nothing special, I just go with Shadow Blade and X7, etc. guys. This is a simple play. But one thing I want to mention right now, it's my item choice. I'm going for Halberd, guys, instead of going for like finishing this Crystallis. Because we don't really need damage right now, right? Instead of just going for it, and I know that this Sven is enemy's carry. Right now, as you can see, he is the highest net worth in enemy. And he's going for right click damage, and he's Og.Ceb, guys. So I'm like planning to counter, because as long as I counter enemy enemy Sven, there's no way that Sven dies, right? So always, you know, like if enemy has some right click cores such as Troll, such as Sark, like Sven, always like consider buying Halberd, because it's a great item. It gives you status resistance, it gives you damage for a strength trio, it gives you strength, and it gives you evasion. It's so important, and it's not really like costly item. You know, it's just 3.5k gold, and it's like really worth, especially when you're playing Kunkka, guys. And right now, I want to show you guys one thing about this fight. Alright. So we just took like 2 kills right now, right? And I was thinking that, you know, it's a free tower for us. I was thinking that TB will take this tower, so I went mid. But they're fortifying the tower, guys, as you can see here. And right now, I'm showing on mid lane, so they know that I cannot be bottom lane. So after they fortify bottom tower, right now, I'm just telling them to go back. You know, go up on that tower and just go back, because I'm showing on mid lane. So they know that I'm not there, so they can try to fight them, and which they will do it. They're trying to get the tower, and because of that, Darkseer is dying, Bane is dying. This is kind of my mistake to show on mid lane. If I didn't show on mid lane, they wouldn't be able to one-hit them. But I was thinking that, you know, they will get the tower, but still, if the enemy is fortifying that tower, and if you're showing on mid lane, they should just go back. So if you're this TB, just run away, guys. If you're this Darkseer, just run away in such cases. And we just gave them like 2 free kills. So I'm going for Halberd, and I will be farming the item for a while. I'm just not doing anything special, just farming the jungles, guys. Let's make it 8x. Going bot. And now I got my Halberd, guys. With my Halberd, we are so strong, right? Because TB is already like right here, and he has his core items, like Manta and Dragon Lance, so he's pretty strong. So what we are doing, guys, I'm just tipping it, and I'm just telling them to let's make a smoke play. Because if we make a smoke play right now, guys, if we just get, you know, like 2 kills, even like 2 kills are enough. If we get 2 kills, we can get free rush. Free rush means like these towers are for free, and we can even siege high ground with this rush. So we just make a smoke play, and we're going into the jungle, guys. Look at us. And luckily we will find Juggernaut. Let's see, we just got him. Like try to do the smoke plays when you have like the cooldowns, like TB meta, guys. When you don't have meta, try not to force a smoke play. As you can see, we are taking 2 free kills, and I want to show you guys one thing in this fight. But we got Undying, and my Bane just caught Grimstroke, but instead of going for Grimstroke, guys, I know that he's dead, I'm going for Kunkka. Because I have X-Mark, I have Torrent. So instead of just getting a Grimstroke kill, we are getting 2 kills, and one of them is the most important hero in enemy team. And he will just die. And this means, guys, free Roshan for us. Let's make it a bit faster. And he is dead, and we are rushing for Rosh. It's a free rush, and this is the momentum that we need, you know. Without Roshan, we just cannot really go on a high ground, you know. It's really hard for you guys to go high ground without Roshan. So we just took Roshan, but we don't have meta right now, right? But still Sven is dead, and I want to show you another thing, guys. Make it slow. Look, Sven is dead, Jugger is caught, right? It's really hard to kill Juggernaut without chain stun, because we don't have grip. So instead of going for Juggernaut, I know that he will have some backup coming. I'm going for backlines. Look at me. Just hit once and they're both half HP. And Zeus is on me. Which means like 3 heroes, like 2 heroes on me, and one of them half HP, like on landing. So I'm making 3 heroes busy. So my team can pick a fight right here. As you can see, it is wiping them. Because 2 heroes were on me and one of them were half HP right here. So I just eliminated like 2.5 hero almost by myself. And it was a 4 versus 2 fight and my team just won the fight. And after that, we're just catching Zeus as well and we're going high ground. When you're playing Kunkka guys, you can always TP back to base and X yourself. Don't forget about that. You can like make your teammates heal as well, just like I will be doing. Let's watch it. I'm maxing TB, he's going back to base and he's coming back. I'm maxing Dax here, he's going back to base and he's coming back. So, TB doesn't have meta guys, still like 20 seconds cooldown and there's nothing to achieve, there's no objective to take on mid lane. So we are just going back right now. And as you can see, I'm drawing the map and we will be pushing bottom lane all the way and we will take the shrine meanwhile. Like when it comes to shrine guys, if you take the tier 3 tower, always try to take always prioritize the the top shrines, because this is where they can TP for Roshan. Because like after you take a tier 3 tower guys, it's around, let's say, minute 30, minute 25, minute 40, and Rosh is like going to be like second Rosh or third Rosh. So if you take bottom shrine, if you prioritize bottom shrine, it just gives you this control on his own jungle and etc. But if you take top shrine, imagine there's a fight going on. Okay, it's a Roshan fight and Sven has buyback and he dies first. But you commit a lot on killing Sven, and if he has buyback and if he just TPs here, he can be in the fight again and he can just kill you guys. So if you kill this shrine, he has to TP back to here and he has to run all the way. So it will take around 20 seconds. So you will have 20 seconds space in the middle of a fight, which means that you will be able to eliminate more heroes. So when it comes to taking Roshan, always try to take top shrines. If you're playing Radiant, take this shrine. Let's keep moving guys. So what we are doing, we are just going for this tier 2 tower and then we will go for high ground. Because we still have the Aegis and as I said, I have Halberd and there's no way that this Sven, can get a kill on enemy at this TP. Because he's already farmed as fuck and I have this Halberd in case things goes bad. Right, let's watch it a bit slower because this is going to be the last fight. And as you can see guys, I'm putting myself right here. I have Aegis and I have Halberd. And look at this guys. First thing I'm doing in this fight, using Ghost Ship. Look at it. Just to get the buff, not to get the kill on anyone and etc. Just to get the buff. Look guys. Look, we start fighting and I'm just using the Ghost Ship in the very beginning. So we get the buff and it's impossible for them to kill us. You see, TB is just taking half HP. Because he has the buff, then there's no way that they can kill him. There's no way that they can burst him. And as you can see, it's a clear fight and we win the game guys. So that was it for this game, and now I will talk about some, I will just remind you a couple of things, and I want to talk about the heroes that are good against as Kunkka on laning stage. When you're playing Kunkka guys, you should always, as I said earlier, try to 10th pick it, last pick it, and Kunkka, I can say that destroys bottom mid lane, it destroys Windranger, it destroys Zeus, it destroys Storm. It's really good against some other heroes that cannot kill you, cannot harass you. It's good against Invoker, it's good against SF. So you can always consider picking Kunkka in such cases. And as I said earlier, this hero can create a lot of space, and he has he is as well as a carry. He's also a carry, and he can create a lot of space for your carry. So you can always consider picking this when you have anti-mage in your team, when you have TB in your own team, and etc. And I want to remind you guys things about overall gameplay. The warding against Zeus, you should always try to place it a bit further than the lane. And Shadow Blade, when you get this type of items, you should always try not to show on lanes and try to always get a kill on the most important enemy hero, such as Sven in this game. And when it comes to smoke plays, guys, always try to smoke when you're if you have the cooldowns, okay. Make a smoke play when you can get an objective. For example, Roche. For example, tier 3 tower. If your lanes are pushed, you can just smoke up and connect your carry, or you can just smoke together and get a free kill on an enemy core, It's so important to get Roshan, guys. You cannot just always sneak to Roche pit and just get it in 10 seconds, because you don't always have Stardar, If you have Stardar, you can just sneak into Roche pit with smoke, and you can just kill it real fast. But to get a smoke, to get a Roshan kill in a normal game,
you should always make a smoke play and get a pick off and etc. guys. So that was it for this video, guys. There is no sound in this video. I had some trouble with recording the screen, so I hope you guys don't mind that, and I'm sure that next time it's gonna be much better. So I hope you guys enjoy this type of content. And as I said earlier, it's my second time recording the same thing for like half hour, and I'm always talking, and I really have pain on my throat. So I'm sorry if I wasn't really energetic and etc. guys. So next time will be much better. And just let me know in comment section. And if you haven't subscribed, guys, please subscribe and leave a thumbs up. So that was it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching and take care.